Live from 6 News, the station on your side. This is The Seven.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The Seven. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. And topping the list for us tonight, remembering Americans who not only served their country in uniform, but who also gave what President Abraham Lincoln called the last full measure of devotion, giving up their own lives in defense of our freedom.
James M. Bellows Jr., Hugh H. Brewer, William R. Briscoe Jr., Robert M. Buckner, Wilburn D. Buckner.
The names of more than 6,000 service members read aloud for hours this morning as the city of Knoxville and the East Tennessee Veterans Memorial Association marked Memorial Day.
You know, just to say Samuel Kirkland or Thomas Hammock or, you know, any of the names that are just surrounding us right now. You know, they are people that lived, they had lives, they had loves, they had fears, they had, you know, bravery, they had courage, they had all the things that brought them to this moment, to this place, and they need to be remembered.
It's almost overwhelming, the different cemeteries that we have in our country and the thousands and thousands of people that served. And it's just, you go back to the Revolutionary War and it helps you understand the sacrifices they made.
Knoxville's Veterans Memorial at World's Fair Park serving as the backdrop for one reading of the names event, while a similar ceremony was also held at the National Cemetery. More Memorial Day remembrances at Fountain City Park, the Honor Fountain City Day event, giving the community a chance to get together and recognize those who serve, not just the military, but also first responders and essential workers.
Essential workers are amazing people, and oftentimes they go unnoticed. They're just in and out, they're doing their jobs, but their contributions are immeasurable. And honestly, we cannot get along without them.
After a service, Fountain City Park was filled with live music, free games with prizes, crafts, food vendors. The event began in 1975, but we're told it was paused for the last 4 years due to the pandemic. Good to have it back. Well, communities all over the area spending time in tribute to the fallen today. Sevier County putting on its annual Veterans Memorial Day program. Similar to Knoxville, they read aloud the names of the brave men and women who have passed away within the last year. We caught up with Sevier County Sheriff Michael Hodges after the final name was read.
It's a tough day for some families, having to relive the loss that they suffered through their families, and at the same time, it's a time for us to celebrate the ultimate sacrifice they paid, that we don't ever forget that, and that we enjoy the freedoms and the practices that we have on a daily basis because of that sacrifice.
Sheriff Hodges continued to say, in part, history is our best teacher. Why not learn from people who lived it? And as we remember those who sacrificed all, we also want to show the efforts by dedicated volunteers to provide the slate of military honors for our veterans. That's the work done by the East Tennessee Veterans Honor Guard over the last 30 years, adding up to more than 7,000 services, nearly 300 last year alone. Stuart Hall says it means providing an honor guard for multiple services in a single day sometimes. Also, Hall says the group researches the late veteran and their military service record. Sometimes it's research that turns up new information previously unknown, even to the service member's family.
A lot of information about what that veteran did, what his job was, what schools he went to, what awards he gave. So many occasions where at the end of a service or something that a family member could, well, I knew that Dad didn't do that. Papa never said nothing about that.
Hall tells us he tries to have 11 members at each service. Our Big 7 list rolls on with a big investigation. Today we learned it is, in fact, a double homicide investigation underway in Grainger County. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation giving us this update as we've kept looking into what's been going on in Grainger County. You know, yesterday we visited the spot on Rocky Springs Road. That's the focus of the scrutiny. The entire property is wrapped with caution tape. On Saturday, the Grainger County Attorney General called in the TBI to help in this effort. Now, we don't know the names of the people killed or how they died. Of course, we will keep bringing you updates as they come into our newsroom. A big accomplishment for the Tennessee Volunteers baseball team. Tonight, they're at the top of the heap, the #1 overall seed heading into the NCAA tournament. The Vols moving forward after beating LSU 4-3 in the SEC tourney. Team will host a regional this weekend, playing Northern Kentucky. Other teams in the regional, Indiana and Southern Mississippi.
You know, you can come up with cliches if you want, but, you know, really the guys are going to be the ones this time of year that dictate your vibe at the park. That stability, consistency, and really maturity is what I kind of put it under that umbrella, is the strength of the club, and they're going to need it. They'll need the maturity come Friday, and then we'll worry about what's going to take place on Saturday when it comes.
As for Tennessee softball, the Lady Vol season came to an end in the Super Regionals. Ladies lost to Alabama in their Game 3 matchup yesterday. The final was 4-1. Well, some big cleanup work mixed in with the holiday weekend traditions. It's the aftermath of overnight storms here in Knoxville. KUB posting on Facebook today that crews are working as safely and as quickly as possible to restore power to all the utilities customers. KUB posting some of these pictures of the effort to chop up and clear down trees that ripped through power lines. One wave of storms, then another hitting overnight. KUB says more than 8,000 customers lost power at the peak of the outages. So as far as the progress on getting everybody's power back on, we've pulled up KUB's outage map for you right now, and just a little over 200 customers still without power. Largest outage right now, South Knoxville, east of Chapman Highway. Another out west, and a few scattered, as you can see, all over the north and eastern parts of the county. So still a few more to go. Also, we're getting to see damage over in Fentress County. Volunteer Energy Cooperative flying a drone over a section of woods where the trees were splintered. VEC posting on Facebook it was seeing significant damage in the northern part of its service area, with 30 sections of power line knocked down. Expecting the fixes, by the way, to take longer than normal. And here is VEC's outage map for you right now. 83 customers in Fentress County. That's a big progress from just a few hours ago. So again, those crews working hard.